The nature edge. Why Ras Al Khor shapes Dubai Creek Harbour. Dubai Creek Harbour sits beside one of the most important lands in the city. Most people never think about this hidden neighbor. They focus on the towers, mall, the skyline, and the marina. But the real influence comes from Ras Al Khor Wildlife Sanctuary. And this is not coincidence or decoration. In fact, it's a part of the master plan itself. Dubai contains beaches, marinas, and canals. Dubai also contains reclaimed islands, but Dubai has only one protected ecological reserve inside the city, and that reserve is Ras Al Khor Sanctuary. Dubai Creek Harbour is the only district in Dubai that directly borders it. That makes this location fixed and protected, and it also makes this location completely not repeatable anywhere else in Dubai. Most people see flamingos as a marketing imagery, but urban planners see flamingos as a rule and constraints. Because due to the sanctuary, the master plan had to change, and density was reduced along the ecological edge, and high-rise towers were shifted inward instead of outward, and view corridors were preserved across the wetlands. Parks and pedestrian buffers were introduced, and hard infrastructures was avoided along the boundary. This city planning is responding to ecology, and it's not city planning imposed upon nature. Ras Al Khor, the green lung, more than a flamingo, more than a viewpoint. This is environmental infrastructure. The sanctuary works silently, but it performs heavy labor for the city. Carbon, water, temperature, and biodiversity. First, carbon. Mangroves are among the most efficient carbon capture system on Earth. They store CO2 in roots and deep inside surrounding soil. This is blue carbon. The reserves here are among the largest in UAE, and the expansion plans aims to increase the absorption by 60%. Second is the coastal defense. The roots actually stabilize the shoreline. They reduce erosions. They weaken the tidal force. They also protected Dubai Creek. On top of that, they also filter. Sediments get trapped. Pollutants get absorbed. And eventually, clearer water reaches the Gulf. During heavy rain, wetlands act as a sponge. They hold excess water and they reduce flood pressure on the city. Third, biodiversity. In a fast urbanizing region, this becomes a lifeboat. More than 20,000 migratory birds stop here between Africa and Eurasia. Thousands of species survive. Because of this, habitat exists. Mangroves are nurseries. Fish, crabs, shrimp, they begin life here before moving into the Gulf. Fourth, urban cooling. Water evaporates. Trees transpire. Heat dissipates. The microclimate around the sanctuary runs cooler than the concrete district nearby because nature regulates temperature without machinery. So Ras Al Khor is not leftover land. It's an active performance, ecological productivity, and environmental resilience. And it actually became the first UAE site recognized under the Ramsar Convention or UNESCO. And it's a wetland international importance. And the story is not finished. A major redevelopment is underway. 650 million dirhams. Mangrove coverage up to 60%. Water bodies up to 140%. More capacity, more protection, and more environmental return. Cities usually expand by building more. But here, Dubai expands by restoring more. And this is strategic urban intelligence. Public life change when the nature become neighbor. Children bike along sanctuary-facing pathways. Families walk toward lookouts and wetlands. Residents spend time outdoor instead of only malls. Jogging routes follow changing tides and seasons. And this is simply how nature reshapes daily behavior. It actually changes routine and not just views. And here is the long-term value logic. Buildings can be redeveloped and replaced, but protected land can never be redeveloped. And the sanctuary guarantees permanent openness. It prevents future towers from compressing the horizon, and it keeps and maintains the open view untouched. And speculation cannot overwhelm this edge. In a city like Dubai, built on reinvention, this zone will never be densified. Other cities, for example, erase their wetlands and eventually they pay the price. New York, for example, fight the flooding and water return. London lost much of its biodiversity. Hong Kong reclaimed nearly every coastal line. But Dubai is doing something structurally different. It is preserving ecology while the city is expanding. And that places Creek Harbour into a future-proof category. Flamingos here are not a logo for branding, but They represent the thesis of this district. They appear on billboards and brochures. They appear on renderings and signage. They exist because the identity is shaped by sanctuary. This district stands for city plus nature. Flamingos here symbolize what Marina and JBR cannot offer. And flamingos here symbolize what downtown and Palm cannot replicate. Dubai Creek Harbour succeeds because of what it protects, and not only because of what it's gonna build. This district becomes a waterfront city, and also become a walkable neighborhood. It also becomes a living ecosystem edge. You do not live only in the second main core of the city, but also beside water, beside protected nature, and beside permanent identity. And this edge will never be replaced. And in the next episode, we'll move inward. We will explore districts and lifestyle, and we will explore daily rhythms and patterns. Welcome to the Archi Lens, where cities explained through logic, not through hype or speculation or selling.